Good evening, football fans. Welcome to Benny Douglas Stadium. We have a beautiful, beautiful day for a football game, and we're just minutes away from the start of the 7th grade game between the Muleshoe Mules and the Roosevelt Eagles. This is Bob Graves along with Ronnie Jones and Peyton Reynolds on the camera, and we'll be bringing you the 7th and 8th grade games here tonight. The coaches for the Junior High Mules, Cody Crane, Edward Perez, and Brad Stegall. The 7th grade offensive starting lineup. Quarterback is Tyler Wood, number 11. The fullback is Paul Carrion, number 40. The tailback is Raul Muniz, number 44. The tight end is Joel Salcedo. The quick tackle is Josh Shelburne. The quick guard is Jordan Bonds. The center is Jeremy Cockley. The strong guard is Juan Nunez. The strong tackle is Tanner Winkler. The tight end on the other side, I think one of these will play tight end. The other one, probably Joel Salcedo, must have been the wide receiver, Ronnie. And the tight end is Robbie Bomer. Okay, Bomer, number 30. And the Z-back is Brady Broyles, number 80. And I believe that is the starting lineup for the 7th grade Mules. Ronnie, give us a little information on Roosevelt.
Well, Bob, we have the entire roster for Roosevelt. I don't have the starting lineup. They have Travis Gentry, number 7, as a quarterback. Terrell Green, number 9, a quarterback. Number 10, Reed Lindsay, a quarterback. Angelo Salinas, number 20, a running back. Nathan Stone, number 22, a running back. Israel Trevino, 23, a wide receiver. Elliot Kobus, number 24, running back. John Barrientos, a running back, number 25. Wesley Clouds, number 30, he's a wide receiver. Number 31 is Robert Harrison, split end. Davin Hayes, number 32, wide receiver. Number 33 is Timothy Ibarra. He's a guard. Juan Cantu, number 35, is a wide receiver. Paul Olivarita is a running back, number 36. Number 40 is Kyler Dunn. He's a wide receiver. Jeremy Hensley, number 42, a running back. Number 45, Jonathan Rojas, a running back. Stephan Martinez, number 50, a guard. Royal Salinas, a tackle, number 54. Number 55 is Justin Boyles. He's a center. Josh Hinojosa is a tackle, number 65. Number 56 is Josh Olivarita. He's a guard. Charles Jensen, a tackle, number 75. Brian Babcock, a tackle, number 77. Tyler Smith, a tight end, number 81. Jason Vila, number 85, strong tackle, and strong end is Ryan Lindsay, number 86. Tyler Westbrook, number 88, a center. And wide receiver number 47, Scotty Lamford. The coaches are Jim Miller, Glenn Hallam, Dennis Paisley, and Jason Rutledge. And Bob, the Roosevelt Eagles in the 7th grade are 5-0-0, undefeated for the season. Looks like they have some good-sized boys down there, and so we'll have to play ball tonight. Our 7th grade's been playing well as of late also, most of the time, so we're looking forward to a big game here. And like you say, it is a beautiful night.
Okay, Roddy, the captains are in the middle of the field. They're meeting with the officials, and we'll find out here in just a few minutes whether the Mules will kick off or receive. But while they're getting everything ready, we'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment with the start of tonight's game between the 7th grade Mules and the 7th grade Eagles.
On the north end of the field, as Roosevelt deferred, and we're just about ready to get both teams out on the field and get this one underway. Roosevelt coming out onto the field, and the Muleshoe coaches giving final instructions to their charges. They're getting ready to go onto the field. They will receive the ball. And obviously, Bob, we don't know much about them, but this Roosevelt team has a fine 7th grade team because they are undefeated, and this would be a big win for Muleshoe to pull it off here.
Ronnie, I noticed both teams are undefeated for Roosevelt, although the 8th grade does have one tie.
Yeah, they're 5-0-1. So we have our work cut out for us, but that's okay. Maybe we'll rise to the occasion and have two fine ball games here tonight. Here come the Mules out onto the field. And let's see who's kicking off. Back deep is number 22 and number 11 for the Mules. 22 is Clay Tunnel, and 11 is Tyler Wood. And kicking off, it looks like the big boy out there in the middle. If we can get his number, we'll do the kicking off. He doesn't even have a helmet, Bob, like the others. He's so big they couldn't get a helmet to fit him, I guess. He has a burgundy helmet on, and he is a big boy. The other Roosevelt players have white helmets on. He may have a varsity helmet. That's right. He's number, what, 77? He'll kick off, and he puts a foot into it. It'll be taken down there by the short man, and he's down right there immediately. Number 30 is, who caught that ball. Robbie Bomer. I imagine he had been told if his kicked in that area to fall on it, and so he could have had a few yards of running room, but good field position, a decent field position for the Mules on the 30-yard line. So the ball right on the 30-yard line as the Mules come up to the line of scrimmage. That'll be Tyler Wood in at quarterback, Paul Carrion at fullback, Raul Muniz at tailback, and Brady Broyles in at the Z-back position. And the first play, a handoff and hit in the backfield back there quickly by the Eagles for a loss of a couple. Will be Carrion carrying the ball, number 40, and about 5 Roosevelt Eagles from the middle of that line in there on the tackle. So be a loss on the play of a couple of yards. It'll be second down and 12 to go for the Muleshoe 7th grade Mules as they come back up to the line of scrimmage.
Big number 75 right over the center, and he is huge, or actually over the left guard.
75, of course they have that 77. I guess he's on the sideline. That kicker's very huge. They have some big boys out there.
Kicker's not out there.
And there's a pitch to number 44, and he'll be pulled down. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. 44, Raul Muniz, the tailback on the pitch, his first carry of the night. From Wood to Muniz, and actually no gain on the play. So the Mules are faced with a 3rd and 12 as the Eagles are getting all over them right now on defense to begin this ball game. Third down and 12 to go for the Mules, and Roosevelt all stacked up in there. They have 9 men on the line of scrimmage and only 2 back. And a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by Roosevelt down around the 25-yard line, 28-yard line. What Roosevelt's doing, Bob, is have 9 men on the line of scrimmage, and they're just shooting through all the gaps, and we haven't been able to pick them up yet. And they only had 2 men back, defensive halfbacks, and they were both over to the right side. There wasn't anyone over here on this left side. Maybe we can throw a pass on them here in a minute if we have time. Yeah, they had us outnumbered on the line, and they're just shooting through there, and we did have a fumble. Roosevelt recovered, and they have the ball in great field position on the Muleshoe 28-yard line. There goes a little pitch to a little scat back. He makes a move, makes him miss a tackle, and he may score. He's going to be out of bounds about the 6-yard line. That's number 22 for Roosevelt. Let's see if I can find that player. That's Nathan Stone. He took a pitch from the quarterback, and the quarterback, Bob, is who, number 7?
Just a minute.
No, number 9. Number 9.
Terrell Green.
Terrell Green made the pitch back to Stone, and Stone got down to the 6, and this time a straight-ahead handoff, and a straight-ahead handoff and a touchdown for the Roosevelt Eagles in 2 plays. Number 36 on the run, and that's Paul Oliverita. And he just scores right up the middle, goes 6 yards, and just like that, after the turnover, the Eagles are in the end zone. They have 2 plays. The first about 14 or so yards picked up by Stone, and then Oliverita goes up the middle for 6 more and scores. About 12 yards picked up by Stone. Number 36 will be kicking, and he missed it. No, he hit it. I thought he missed it. It just got through the edge of the crossroads. It wasn't a very high kick, but he did get it through there. And number 36, who kicked that extra point, is Paul Oliverita. He scored the touchdown and kicked the extra point, so he has all 7 points for the Roosevelt Eagles here. And with only 5:07 left, with only 53 seconds off the clock. The Mules have been held for 3 downs, and then after the fumble recovery by Roosevelt, they scored in 2 plays from the Muleshoe 28-yard line. I think I said Stone had 12 yards. He actually had 22 yards on that run. And then 6 more by Oliverita, and he kicked the extra point. So it's 7-0 Roosevelt, and they'll be kicking off to the Mules.
Ronnie, the one kicking.
And get some kind of a run back here. And the kick, it's a little short kick, and the Mules need to get on it. They need to get on it, and they do just before Roosevelt gets down there. And I believe that's number who? 15? Is it Purdy?
That's Derek Purdy.
Derek Purdy recovered that one for the Mules, and so the Mules have decent field position again, a little better than last time. They're on the 34-yard line, and they trail 7-0. Okay, the Mules up to the line of scrimmage. 5:06 to play here in this opening quarter. The Mules down 7-0 to the Roosevelt Eagles. Here comes Wood around the right side, and he'll have a couple of yards, it looks like, before he's pushed out of bounds there by the Roosevelt defense. Yeah, he rolled out and had a couple of blockers in front of him, but this Roosevelt defense very quick, and they got to Tyler Wood. He made, let's give him 3 on that, Bob. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 to go. Wood in at quarterback, Carry On at fullback, Muniz at tailback, Broyles at Z-back. There goes the pitch to big number 44. It looked like a big play, but a good defensive play in there by Roosevelt. That's number 2. 12 made that tackle. Let's get his number. Yeah, number 44. Muniz looked like he had clear sailing for a long ways there, but one man, good one-on-one tackle. I think that's number 12.
Either that or 50.
Well, whoever it was a fine tackle, and Roosevelt has a lot of speed up on that line. Now, they have 9 men on the line of scrimmage, stacked in everywhere. They're coming every way, and they shot through there then and tackled Wood for a loss. You know, in junior high, Bob,
Number 56.
56 on the tackle. If you put them all on the line in junior high, confuse blockers a little bit, it's hard to run anything against them because there's not that many great passers in junior high. If we can ever get a pass off over on this right side, we might pick up a few yards, but it's hard to get anything off. Now, we don't have time. That's right. And it's 4th down. And Carry On. Now, Muniz will be kicking, and he was roughed, and so the Mules will keep the ball there. And the ball killed out around the 48-yard line in Muleshoe territory. That kick by Muniz was almost blocked.
He did a good job.
But he did a good job of, yeah, he was a little bit close in there maybe, and high snap, and he jumped up and caught the ball, got the kick off just before he was hit by the defense, and it'll be a penalty on Roosevelt. It'll be roughing the kicker. Well, we'll see. They may, I would say we'll kick again because we didn't get a very good kick out of that, but then again, we almost got it blocked, so I don't know. Is it? No, it's going to be a 1st down. Well, it's just 5.
He said signal 5 yards.
Okay.
So still not going to be a 1st.
So it's going to be 4th down and about 2 or 3.
3 or 4, 3. Well.
Yeah, they're moving the markers now. It's 4th and about 4. You're right. And I'm assuming the Mules are going to kick again here, but we'll wait and see. We may try to fake punt it here.
I believe they're going to punt it again. Well,
Carry On is, well, he was about that close a while ago, Bob, so he lines up close in there. No, they're going to run it, and they jumped off sides. I think we tried the long count play on them.
That was smart.
Yeah, I think what we were doing is trying to get Roosevelt to jump off sides and get a 1st down, and if they don't, then we're going to take the penalty and go ahead and punt. But it worked. The strategy by the coaches worked. It'll be a 1st down for the Mules after the 5-yard penalty. Roosevelt, I think on the first count, they came crashing through there, and Muleshoe was running on long count. Actually, they weren't going to run a play, I don't think. They were just going to.
That's one of the best things you can do against that type of defense.
Very aggressive, yeah. That's true. It's 1st and 10, the first of the night for the Mules, and they're down to the 46-yard line in their own territory. There goes a deep handoff, and just as Mules takes a handoff, boy, he's crashed in there by Big 85.
That may have been the Ronnie that made
Probably was. Big 85, very quick. He's Jason Vela. You know, it's just so hard to run anything against big, fast boys that put them all on the line and shoot through there like that. They are doing that. With 2:21, clock running, 7-0 in favor of Roosevelt. And the Mules up with a second down and about 17. They lost 7 yards on that last play.
Oh, good job.
Good run right up the middle there by Wood. And he may have the, let's see.
Looks like Ronnie faked it.
Yeah, little quarterback draw, I guess. And some kind of, I didn't see exactly what he ran, but anyway, he picked up the 7 we lost and about 2 or 3 more, so he had about a 10-yard run.
Likes about 7.
Like 7 for the first down, so the best run of the night for the Mules, and they are running the clock, hanging on to the ball, and that's very important against this Roosevelt team. 3rd and 7. High backfield lined up for the Mules. Wood calls out signals. Hands off straight ahead. Mules will be hit after about a 2-yard gain. Boy, he was jarred in and pushed back. Several tacklers, and number 85 or 65, I guess that is, in there putting the final touch on Mules. 65 is Josh Hinojosa for Roosevelt, and it'll be 4th and 5. A 2-yard pickup there by Mules. 1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. 7-0. Roosevelt is the score. High formation. We have a slot man over on the left side. Ball on the 50-yard line. We are going for it on 4th down. Woods fakes. He's back to pass. Now he's going to run. He's going to have the first down. A good job around the left side. He's still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good run by Wood, a pass or run around the left side. He made, he made closer to 20 because he was on the 50 when he started, yeah. Right in midfield, and he picked up 20 yards on that play. He just faked and caused Roosevelt to drop back a little and some pass defense. He kept the ball and picked up 20 yards. So 2 good runs in there by Wood, and good speed there, and a big first down for the Mules, and they're keeping the ball away from this potent offense of the Eagles, and it's 1st and 10 to go. The ball on the 30-yard line with only 15 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. There goes a handoff, and not much there as Mules tries the right side and picks up a couple maybe. And that should end 36 all over the field, and that should end. That's who, Vela?
No, Alvaretta.
Alvaretta?
And he has a brother also.
Yeah, there's 2 of them on there. And that ends the first quarter with the Mules down 7-0, but they have a drive going, and we'll be back with the second quarter here in just a moment.
Going, they have 1st and 10 all the way down to the 28-yard line of the Roosevelt Eagles. They trail 7-0. Wood looks over the defense, high formation, and wants to hand the ball off to his tailback, but he just didn't have time then. 45 was in there, and 55 was in there. Ronnie, let's see, 45 and 55. Rojas and Bowles for Roosevelt. And Wood did get the fumble, or was it the running back, Ronnie? Okay. It's going to be, he lost about 3, so it's going to be 2nd and 13.
Actually, they don't have any defensive backs. They got them all on the line of scrimmage.
Wood rolls out with it, throws the ball, and just didn't have time. He got the ball off, but 55 again was in there. Is that Bowles, Ronnie? Bowles was there, and Wood was really lucky then to get the ball off. It was a good effort on his part to keep from getting sacked. So it's going to bring up 4th down and about 13 for the Mules. And they have all 11 men within about 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. Wood sprints out, wants to throw the ball. Now he has a little running room, and he It's going to be short of the first down. Picked up a couple of yards. It's still going to be about 12 yards shy. So Roosevelt will take over on their, yes. Roosevelt will take over on their own 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Just underway here in the second quarter. And the Eagles lead the Mules 7-0. And the quarterback, number 9, is Terrell Green. And he gives it to number 22, has a lot of speed, gets outside, and he's up close to midfield. You can see why this team is undefeated, Ronnie. They have a lot of size and a lot of speed.
Certainly do. That was Green carrying the ball, and he's the one that carried the ball on the first offensive play from scrimmage for Roosevelt Stone the first time, and that was Green then. He picked up, what, about 15?
Okay. Wing over to the right, give the ball right up the middle, and pretty good defense in by the Mules. They got out close to midfield, but picked up only a couple of yards. So he gave it to number 36 then, and he picked up about 2.5 yards. So it's going to be second down, and we'll call it 8 for Roosevelt. Give the ball again to number 22. Starts outside. Oh, good defense in. Ronnie, get number 43 and 40. 43 got there first for the Mules, and that was a good defensive play. Eric Newton, and number 40 was also there, and that was Carry On. But really a good defensive play then by Newton. So it's going to be picked up about a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Little reverse action this time. Number 33, and they've got him all over him. Good hit there by number 43 again. That was Newton again. He had some help over there by number 80, and number 40. Number 80, Ronnie, is Brady Broyles, and like you said, 40 is Paul Carry-On. But, boy, that was a good hit then by Newton. So it's 4th and about 6 as the ball is on the Mule 48-yard line. Apparently, they're not going to punt it. So if we could hold them here, we'd have good field positions. Roosevelt's up the line of scrimmage. They put a wide receiver out wide to the left, and they have a wing over here on the right and split backs, and they just got a flag for too much time. So that's going to back it up another 5 yards. And that's going to put it back in Roosevelt territory. And that's going to be about the 46-yard line. And that's going to make it 4th and about 10. We have timeout called, and with 3:55 remaining in the first half, Roosevelt 7, Mules 0, and we'll be back. 4th and approximately 10 yards, and they're still not going to punt. They're going for it on their own 46. Quarterback rolls out. Big number 9 throws a long pass, and he is wide open, and he's down to the 10, the 5, touchdown. And that was number 33. Ronnie, let's get his name. That is Timothy Ibarra. And long pass then from big number 9, Terrell Green, the quarterback, and he got behind the Mule secondary and just outran him for the touchdown. So with 3:47 to go, Roosevelt scores again, and let's see if they're going to run it or punt it this time. Okay, the big boy is going to try to punt it. And I believe they had too many men on the field, so that's going to back them up some more. As their 12th player didn't get off the field in time. And number 77, their big kickoff man, Brian Babcock, he's still going to try it. So, Ronnie, figure out about how far this is going to be. And there's the snap, there's the kick. It looks good, and it is good. He kicked it right through there. Well, Ronnie, that would have been from the 8, had 10, 18, 7, about 25-yard field goal, extra point actually, but he put it right through there. So that makes the score 14 for Roosevelt and 0 for the Mules. And we'll be back in just a moment with a kickoff. Brian Babcock, who just kicked the extra point from about 25 yards out, will be kicking off. And again, back deep, we have Wood and number 43, Eric Newton. And I believe the ball is going to go to Newton, and has a little running room, and gets out across the 35, the 36, about the 36-yard line. Pretty good run back. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the 7th grade Mules from that point. As we mentioned earlier, perfect afternoon. May even be a little warm for the players out on the field. No wind, and I would imagine, Ronnie, the temperature is about 80 degrees.
Well, they said it'd get up to 80. It didn't seem like it would this morning, but it may have made it.
Okay, Wood, the quarterback, brings them up to the line of scrimmage. We have an I formation. We have a split end over here to the left and a wing to the right. And this time there's all kinds of penetration there. Just barely got the handoff. And Ronnie, I believe the handoff then went to number 40, Paul Carrion, and he lost about a half a yard. They have everyone nearly up on the line of scrimmage. Now they have a couple of backs. They have one back about 7 yards back and one about 5 yards back. One about 3, and the rest of them are on the line of scrimmage. There's a pitch, this time to number 44. Gets a little running room, gets some more running room, and has a first down. Ronnie, number 44, Raul Muniz, did a good job of running in. He started outside and then cut back inside and broke 4 or 5 tackles and got the ball all the way out to the Mule 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, if you ever get past that line of scrimmage with 8 men on the line, you can make some yardage, and we did that then. We've been getting hit before we got the ball handed off most of the time, but it's possible to break a long one against this type defense.
You're exactly right. That can happen. Okay, the Mules up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like same formation over to the other side now. Wide receiver to the right. I formation. Wood starts down the line of scrimmage. Has a little running room. Okay, good job by Wood. He breaks into the clear, and he's all the way down to inside the 30-yard line. Good run in by the quarterback for the Mules, Tyler Wood. So, Ronnie, he picked up from about the 48 all the way down to, well, we'll call it the 29.
About 23.
So, about 23 yards on the carry. 1st and 10. And that time, 56 was just all over Wood before he had time to even turn around. Ronnie, 56 has been in there quite a bit tonight. He is really hard to block. That's the other Alvareda, and he's a big, strong boy. So it's a loss. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Mules with 1:13 remaining in the half, and they trail 14-0. There's a pitch to number 44 again, and may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. 36. Paul Alvareda again. Well, actually lost about a yard, so when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 11 from the 30, and we'll be right back. Okay, 3rd and a long 10 for the Mules from the Roosevelt 30-yard line. Wide receivers to both sides of the field. I formation. Wood looks over the defense. Calls out the count. Drops straight back. Throws the ball and didn't hardly have time. He tried to get it to number 43. I believe that's Newton. Eric Newton. But just didn't have time. So it's going to bring up 4th down. And, of course, being on the 30-yard line of Roosevelt, I'm sure they'll go for it. Mules quickly up to the line of scrimmage. 50 seconds remaining. 4th and a long 10. Wood rolls out. Now he's going to run with it. Has some running room and didn't make the first down, but he made close to 5 yards. He got down about the 25-yard line. So Roosevelt will take over with 43 seconds remaining in the first half, and they already lead 14-0. So Ronnie, Roosevelt may try for the long one here. They may go for a reverse or a long pass. They put big number 33 out wide to the left, and I think he's the one that caught the last pass, so they may be going to try that again. That's what they're doing. Green rolls out, wants to throw the ball, and now he's going to run with it. Then the Mules had number 33 covered very well. That was Timothy Ibarra, the one that caught the touchdown pass a moment ago. But looks like Wood over on the right side then had him covered that time. So Green just kept the ball and picked up about 5 yards. Ran out of bounds, stopped the clock. So it'll be 34 seconds, the time remaining. He made about 5. Okay, rolls out to this side. They're going to try the same thing. Throws the ball this time to number 33, catches the ball, and good defense in by the Mules, as that was 43, 11, and let's see, 11 would be Wood, and 43 is Eric Newton. So that was good defense in by the Mules. He lacked just a little, less than a yard, making the first down. The 21 seconds, Roosevelt wants timeout, and we'll be right back. 21 seconds remaining. Roosevelt will have the ball on about their own 34-yard line, 35-yard line. Now, they give it to number 22, starts outside, and he has a lot of speed, but he is knocked down over there, knocked out of bounds. Good tackle over there by Wood. He did make some yardage, but that time is the big factor now. 12 seconds remaining, and he did get out of bounds. Well, looks like Roosevelt called timeout again. So when we come back, they will have a 1st and 10 from about their own 49-yard line. Of 12 seconds, and the ball on their own 48. Green, the quarterback, big, strong, fast quarterback, has split backs, wide receivers each side of the field. Rolls out to his right. Now he wants to throw it. Throws a long pass and incomplete. Fell a little bit short. So that took 5 seconds. So when we come back, it'll be 2nd down with 7 seconds to go from around midfield. Seven seconds remaining, and Roosevelt will have time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. Okay, they're up to the line of scrimmage. Green, the quarterback, puts number 33, the one that caught the touchdown pass, out to the left. Wants to throw the ball, and it looks like it may have been almost intercepted, but incomplete. And the clock has run out. And that's the end of the first half, with the Roosevelt Eagles leading the Mules 14-0, and we'll be back in a few minutes with the second half.
In the second half here, the Mules down 14-0 to the undefeated Roosevelt Eagles here at half. And the Mules didn't play that badly. They had some good offensive plays, some good defensive plays. The long pass and, of course, the fumble led to the first touchdown against the Mules by Roosevelt. And the Roosevelt's defense has given the Mules a lot of trouble. They're fast, and they're putting about 9 men on the line of scrimmage. And we'll see if we can break a long one here and continue to play pretty good defense. And this game is a long ways from over. We're playing 7-minute quarters tonight. And we're beginning the third quarter. The Mules will kick off as Roosevelt won the toss and deferred to the Mules to begin the ball game. And the Mules, of course, receiving the opening first half kickoff. 71 kicks off for Muleshoe, and Padilla kicks off. Number 40 takes the ball for.
Well, there's a good tackle right there.
Number 40 took the ball for Roosevelt, and number 15, or number 10 was it, Trent Black, in on the tackle, and there was one very good block against the Muleshoe boy out there. It looked like there might be some running room there, but Black did a good job on defense and made the tackle. So Roosevelt has the ball back on the 27-yard line. That's the worst field position they've had so far tonight. And with 6:53 to go here in the third quarter, we'll see what the Mules can do.
What we need, Ronnie, is a turnover.
That would help. Hand off right up the middle, and this may be an all-the-wayer, Bob. A little trap play up the middle, and the Mules are chasing number 22, but they're not going to catch him, and he'll score from the 27-yard line. That's about 73 yards on the opening play of the second half. That's Timothy Ibarra.
He made their first time.
Yeah, I think he also he caught that long pass.
No, that was 33.
Yeah. Well,
He made the long
was that 22 then or 33?
22.
Oh, 22, yeah. Nathan Stone. He made that 28-yard run to set up the first touchdown, right? And he just went 73 yards there. So, and those two plays, he has over 100 yards for total offense tonight. Well, it looks like they're going for two this time. They lead 20-0. Roosevelt does. And I don't know what that was, Bob. The quarterback, Green, ran back facing the far end of the field and threw and pitched the ball back over his head without looking. And I have never in all my life, I've been to a lot of football games. I've watched a lot on TV, coached several games, and I've never in my life seen a play like that.
Ronnie had a receiver back there. If his hook pass had been a little higher, he had him.
It looked like a hook shot in basketball, yes. And Muleshoe knocked it down, so the extra point no good. That's I'm sure a play that Roosevelt works on, but the Mules hold on that. But they trail 20-0 after one offensive play by Roosevelt here in the third quarter. 6:40 to go. The Mules down by 20, and they will receive the kickoff here. And big number 77 again kicking off for Roosevelt. That's Brian Babcock. He has a couple of extra points, one of them from about 25 yards. And he doesn't kick the ball real well on the kickoffs. He kicks it out, being that big, he kicks it about 25 yards or so usually. And Babcock approaches and gets it out there about 20 yards this time, and the Mules catch the ball and go down immediately at the 37-yard line. And let's see who that is. 81.
Ronnie, that is Jason Beard.
Jason Beard makes the catch and goes down to one knee, and the Mules will put the ball in play on the 37-yard line. The Mules down 20-0 with 6:39 to go here in this third quarter. Roosevelt on defense. They still have them all stacked in there tight. And big number 50 almost catches Wood, and then he's caught as he tries to turn the corner. Hit out there by, well, I didn't get the number then, but it's a loss of about a yard on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Mules as they try to get something going here offensively in the third quarter. Less than a minute played. Roosevelt has one touchdown. They missed an extra point on their hook pass. I guess when you're ahead 20-0, 5-0, you can do whatever you want to, huh?
Never seen that before.
So it's 2nd down and 11 to go. And the handoff is
it's to number 44, but too much penetration. Paul
Muniz taking the handoff, but linebacker Yeah, 56 been there all night. He was in there just as a handoff was made, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4. So it's third down and long, 3rd and 14 for the Mules. At 56 is the linebacker that was in there then. If I can find 56, mention his number. Josh Oliverita, and he's been in on a lot of tackles tonight.
Brother's a good running back.
3rd down and long for the Mules. They're back inside their own 35. And Wood is hit, fumbles, and I think Muleshoe recovered, but Wood tried to pitch the ball is what he tried to do forward to Muniz, and it turned into a fumble and recovered by the Mules. So it'll be 4th down and about a bunch, 22 or 3. 4:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Mules having their troubles getting any kind of an offensive drive going here against this Roosevelt Eagles 8 and 9 man front, 10 man front this time. They're going to try to block this one, Bob, and they did. And they recovered down around the 14-yard line. They had 10 men on the line of scrimmage in, and they almost blocked one earlier in the first half and ended up with a roughing the kicker penalty that resulted later on in a Muleshoe first down, one of the 2 I believe the Mules have. But then they put 10 men on the line of scrimmage, and they blocked that one, no doubt about it. The snap a little bit high, and our kicker's in fairly close, about 7 or 8 yards from the line of scrimmage, and he didn't have much of a chance in. So timeout on the field, the ball on the 14-yard line, and when we come back, we'll see if the Mules can hold the Roosevelt Eagles. On the field, and here come the Mules. After the block punt, the Mules have to hold Roosevelt on the Mules' own 14-yard line. Roosevelt with 1 touchdown on 1 carry here in this 3rd quarter, a 73-yard run, and they'll have a chance to score an easy one here. 2 men in the backfield, handoff straight ahead, and 45 carried. I think that's his first carry. He's tackled by him. All right, and 44 and 45 made the tackle for Muleshoe.
All right, that's 44 and 45, Raul Muniz.
Raul Muniz, number 44.
45 is Francisco Vadana.
Francisco Vadana is number 45, and they made the tackle after a gain of around 5. And the ball down to the 10-yard line, about a 4-yard pickup. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 to go from there. The Eagles can make a first down without scoring here.
For number 22 here.
Big Green pitches to 22, and almost had him around the corner, and that's a good tackle out there on the left corner. Is that Wood on the tackle? A good one-on-one tackle by Wood, and not much gain there, maybe 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd down, about 2 to go, 3 yards on that gain, and it'll be 3rd and 2. We missed 1 tackle right up on the line of scrimmage. Then on number 22, Stone, and then Wood made the tackle as he tried to turn upfield. So it's 3rd down, a big play for the Mules here. 3rd down and 2, the ball on about the 7-yard line. Down in Muleshoe territory after the block punt, 2:55, the clock is running. There goes a handoff to 45, and he's going to have the first down, I think. It's going to be close. Probably the first down with a yard or 2 to spare. No touchdown. The clock stopped for just a moment while the officials unpiled bodies. It is a first down. One thing about this Roosevelt team, and really the Mules too, there haven't been many penalties in this ball game tonight.
That's right, Ronnie. Very few penalties. It's like they have the ball on about
3 or 4.
4 or 5.
Yeah, maybe 4. We'll call it 4. 2:20. The clock is running here in the 3rd quarter. 20-0, the score in favor of the Eagles. And there goes a handoff. First man through then, and I think it is a touchdown. It is a touchdown for the Roosevelt Eagles, and we'll see who carried the ball. It probably was 22, but I'm not sure. Well, regardless, Roosevelt into the end zone. They handed off to the first man through and then faked a little counter action. First man got the ball and scored from 4 out. Bob said Rojas, he thinks, did the scoring. Here come, this is a new kicker this time for Roosevelt. And he got it. That's number 22 did the kicking then. And Stone, he kicked it right through. So it's 27-0 as the Eagles score their second touchdown of the second half, their fourth of the game. 2:08 to go here in the third quarter, and we'll be back with a Roosevelt kickoff to the Mules here in just a moment. Off again for the Eagles, the second time here in this third quarter as Roosevelt has scored twice. The Mules kicked off, of course, to begin the half. With 2:08 to go, it's 27-0 Roosevelt, and a long old hill to climb for the Mules. Shirt sleeve weather out here today, this late in the year. That's nice. And Babcock hammers this one a little better. Gets it back to number 45, 43.
That's
Newton, and Newton snowed under about the 35. Some good tackling in there by number 55 and a couple of other people downfield quickly there for Roosevelt. Let's see, number 55 in on that tackle is Justin Bowles, and we've called his name several times tonight for Roosevelt. And the Mules, again, will try to get something going offensively. The clock is running, 1:35 to go here in this third quarter. The Mules down 27-0. High formation. Wide receiver out to the left side. Wood in at quarterback. 9-man, 8-man front for Roosevelt. They run that all night long. And the handoff, not much there. Straight ahead, maybe a yard. Number 40. They're big and fast and strong. We can't block them. That's right. Number 40 then, Paul Carry-On, trying to get something going for the Mules, and he really just no gain on the play. So it's second down and 10 to go for the Mules. Just looking, Bob, their cheerleaders are even larger than ours are.
They are, Ronnie. They've no doubt about it.
So it's second down and 10 to go for the Mules. They got their mascot over here too, the Eagle. Oh. And a great catch in there by number 43. He may score. He is going to score. He's going to go all the way. And the Mules are on the board. Number 43 from Wood.
From
about the 35, I think. That's a 65-yard pass play, and 43 is Eric Newton. Eric Newton got behind the left corner, caught the pass from Tyler Wood, and he just sailed on that line. Good speed there by Newton, and good pass by Wood. And if you ever get past that line of scrimmage, we said you could probably score, and the Mules hadn't been able to do that, and they did then, so they score on these Roosevelt Eagles. And with 22 seconds to go here in the third quarter, it's 27-6, and the Mules will be lining up and going for two. They're in an I formation. There goes a handoff to big number 44, and he didn't make it. He will not make it. That's Raul Muniz, and he was hit about a yard or two short of getting into the end zone, but a big pass play there for the Mules, and they get on the scoreboard. And that pass from Tyler Wood, he had a little time then, Bob. He put the ball out there, placed it well, and Eric Newton, he did. And Eric Newton, a good catch, and then he just outran the secondary of the Roosevelt Eagles and goes 65 yards. So the Mules will kick off. 22 seconds to go here in the third quarter. They trail 27-6. 22, Stone. Number 71, again kicking off for the Mules, and Andrew Padilla. He's been the kicker for the Mules here tonight. And the Mules a little fire in them now with 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. They did get on the board. They'll not be shut out, that's for sure. And we'll see if the Mules can hold the Roosevelt Eagles. They haven't been able to do that thus far here in the third quarter. Onside kick, the Mules have a chance at that one. They may have it. They have it.
They got it. And that was, let's see, Ronnie.
81. 81 got it.
Well, there was another one under there, I think. Let's see.
Well, 81 had it. I don't know whether he ended up with it or not.
They
and the Mules have the ball. So an onside kick, and the Mules right back with the football, and I think they surprised the Eagles there.
81 is Jason Beard.
Jason Beard on that recovery. I know he had the ball, and we think he ended up with it. And the Mules with a chance to cut more into that Roosevelt lead with 20 seconds to go. I think Roosevelt wasn't expecting that, and that was a well-placed onside kick there by Padilla. Good job by Jason Beard. So the Mules with the football, they have an I formation. They have receivers out wide to both sides. Wood calls out signals. There's the same play again, and it is almost caught in there. Nearly had it. That was Newton again. He would not have scored him because they had him double covered out there, but that would have been a good gain. He just couldn't hold on to it. Pretty good defense there by the Roosevelt Eagles. So it's 2nd down and 10. The Mules making this one interesting here with 14 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. They've scored and recovered an onside kick, and they have a 2nd and 10. Tyler Wood calls out signals. Facing that 9-man front again. Too much time there, and that's one of the few penalties of the night against the Mules, and they have delay of game called on them. 14 seconds to go. They'll have a 5-yard mark off, so it'll be 1st down and 15, and we definitely don't need that against this big, fast bunch from Roosevelt.
That's going to move it back, Ronnie, about the
43-yard line. So it's 1st and 15 for the Mules. Or 2nd and 15. After the incompleted pass on 1st down, there's a pass play again, and right through the hands of Newton, and if he catches that, Bob, he might run a ways again. Almost intercepted after Newton couldn't hang on to the pass by number 40, defensive halfback of the Eagles. They're 40 I have marked out. They must have given that number to someone else. Anyway, it's 3rd and 15, 10 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. The Mules down 27-6 to this undefeated Eagles team in the 7th grade. Wood back, fires down the middle, and no one there. The receiver couldn't get out there that quick that time, and let's see who the intended receiver was. Number 80. Number 80 is Brady Broyles, and he just couldn't get out there to where the pass was thrown. So 4th down coming up, and the Mules will probably punt here with 7 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. So the onside kick gave the Mules a new set of downs, but they have been unable to move the ball, and they may be, I really can't tell on their punt formation. I believe they are going for it. 4th down and 15 to go from their own 43. And Wood is tackled immediately. And so the ball will go over with 4 seconds to go to the Roosevelt Eagles, and a little blitz in there then, and Wood never had a chance to hand off or pass or whatever he was intending to do. Now the clock runs out in the 3rd quarter, and we'll be back with the 4th quarter of action here. Muleshoe versus Roosevelt, 7th graders, with the Roosevelt Eagles up on top of the Mules, 27-6.
I think has held and taken over on downs, and they have good field position. Their big quarterback rolls out. Now he wants to throw. Now he's going to run with the ball, and he has a lot of running room over there, and it's going to be all the way down around the 15-yard line. He just rolled out, wanted to throw it, didn't have anyone open, and just tucked it under his arm and ran with it, and that's big number 9, Terrell Green. And it has a 1st down on the Mule 15. He picked up about 32 yards then on that carry. And Ronnie said he may have run into one of his own players. So, put wide receivers out to both sides and split backs in the backfield. And the quarterback, Green, looks over the defense, hands it right off tackle, has pretty good running room. And I believe that's number 36, Ronnie, that scored the first touchdown.
What?
And let's look here. That is Paul Alvaretta.
Have the number 1 Arkansas fan.
Yeah.
Which one's Oklahoma?
We're getting a little bit of disturbance here from a big Arkansas fan, Robert Hooten, I believe. Okay, it will be second down and about 5 or 6 yards. Okay, give the ball to number 22, starts outside, gets outside, he may score, and he did. This little number 22, Ronnie, Stone, is really fast. If he gets a step on you outside, he's gone, and that was the case then. So that makes the score 33-6, and we'll wait and see if they're going to kick the extra point or run. They have kicked 2, I believe, 2 or 3. I believe they've kicked 3, Ronnie. Yeah, we'll look for that play that they ran earlier, as Ronnie mentioned. Well, they are going to kick this one. Big number 77, and I believe he got another one. Big number 77, and that's Babcock. And he puts it through there. So with 5:50 remaining in the fourth quarter, it's 34 for the Roosevelt Eagles and 6 for the Mules. And we'll be right back. Here's the kick by big Babcock, and it's going to be fielded about the 30. And Ronnie, I believe, was that Wood? And he had a pretty good run back up to about the 37-yard line. So with 5:45 remaining in the fourth quarter and the Mules trailing 34-6, they'll have the football 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line. Mules up to the line of scrimmage. Number 44 out wide to the right. And we have I formation in the backfield. Wide receiver to the other side. Wood looks over the defense, drops straight back, throws the ball, and it is caught by number 43. Good catch there by Newton. And they picked up about, what, Ronnie? About 13, 14 yards. Out to Roosevelt territory on the Roosevelt 49-yard line. Wood just put that one up in there, and Sexton ran under it, and not Sexton, but Newton, and made a good catch there. Same formation. Wood, the quarterback. Now he wants to throw the ball again, and this time it's number 44. And I thought that might be the case there, Ronnie. Pass interference by number 30. They were trying to get the ball into 44, Raul Eunice, and he just had his feet knocked out from under him about the time he started to catch it. So that's going to cost Roosevelt 15 yards, and the Mules will have the ball deep in Roosevelt territory. We'll have to wait and see where they place it.
They've got small halfbacks if we ever get the ball.
Okay. It's going to be, well, let's see. They're going to mark it off right now, but it will be 15 yards from the line of scrimmage from the 49. So it's probably going to be about the Roosevelt 34. And that is the case. 1st and 10 for the Mules on the Roosevelt 34-yard line. Clock running, just under 5 minutes remaining. Wood, the quarterback. Okay, wants to throw the ball, throws it again, and this time it's incomplete.
That number 30 out there.
And number 30 was there for the Mules, and also 44. 30 is Bomer, and 44 is Muniz. But they couldn't get to it that time, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for Muleshoe. Put number 80 out wide to the left, and that is Brady Broyles. And over here to the right is number 20, Thomas Buonarosto. Okay, throw the ball again. Oh, it's caught this time. Good catch. And Ronnie, that was Broyles, I believe. Yes. Just a little look-in pass in from Wood to Broyles. And the Mules have, Ronnie, they've done a good job this second half throwing the ball and catching the ball. So didn't quite get the first down, but it's going to be down around the 25-yard line, 3rd and about 2. So a big play here for the Mule offense. I formation. Wide receivers to both sides. There's a pass, and this time it was a little bit over his head, so incomplete. And it's going to be 4th and 2. .352 remaining in the 4th quarter, and it's 34-6 in favor of Roosevelt. But the Mules have a drive going as they have the ball on the Roosevelt 25. Now they the coaches want a timeout and talk it over, and we'll be back later. They have 4th and 2 from the Roosevelt 25-yard line. So they need to come up with a big play here. 3:47 remaining in the final quarter. Okay, the Mules up to the line of scrimmage. They have both ends in tight this time. And there's probably going to be a running play. But nowhere to go. Just could not. A lot of penetration in. Got the ball to number 44, Muniz, Raul Muniz, but didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. So Roosevelt will take over with 3:38 remaining, and they'll take over on about the 20, just outside their own 25-yard line. Okay, Roosevelt up to the line of scrimmage. Their big quarterback, Terrell Green. His split backs in the backfield. 2 wide receivers. Gives the ball, gave the ball that time to number 36, and that was a good tackle then as he made very little yardage. A good tackle in by number 42, Jason Haight. So that was made only about 2 yards. Okay, they're up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they have a few substitutes in there at this time with a big lead. Still have the big quarterback in there, and he rolls out. Now he runs with it, and pretty good defense over there as the Mules knock him out of bounds over there on close to the line of scrimmage. He may have lost a little in. He did. He lost about 5 yards. So it's going to be back on about the 22, 23-yard line, 3rd down and 13. So good defense then by the Mules. Clock's running, 2:30 remaining. Roosevelt quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Have one wide receiver out to the left. They have a wing over on the right and split backs. Quarterback Green gives it right up the middle and made a few yards, but he's going to be way short of the 1st down. And that was number 45 then. I believe that's Rojas for Roosevelt.
4th down, should punt. They are, I believe.
4th and 8 with just under 2 minutes remaining. And looks like they're going to punt this time. Back deep is Wood, number 11 for the Mules, and he's going to be standing just inside. Well, right now he's about the 50-yard line. And illegal motion, and that's going to cost Roosevelt 5 yards, so we'll back them up and do it again. So instead of the ball being on the 20, well, still just outside the 20. And there's the snap back, and he's going to have time to get it off, and it's a short kick, and very short. as it only got to about the 39-yard line, so the Mules will have good field position and about a, what, Ronnie, 14, 15-yard kick. So with 125, the Mules will get one more shot to get the ball in the end zone and get some more points on the board. Mules up to the line of scrimmage. Wood looks over the defense. Pitches the ball to number 44. Muniz starts outside, gets a little running room, and he's going to have 4 or 5 yards. That was number 44, just a little pitch sweep then to Raul Muniz. And 54 on the tackle for Roosevelt, and I believe that is Raul Salinas. Clock's moving, under a minute now to go, and he picked up about 6 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Mules. Number 44, Muniz, this time is set out wide to the left, I formation, a wing over to the right, and Wood, the quarterback, calls out the signals. Okay, sprints out, wants to throw the ball, try to get the ball to Muniz, and almost caught out there. And Wood had the ball in there, but looked like right at the last second there, Ronnie, they may have gotten a hand in there. And it's 34 seconds remaining, and it'll be 3rd and about 4. So the clock stopped on the incomplete pass. This time we have number 31 and 20 out wide to the right. 31 is Howard and 20 is Thomas Buenarosto. Wood drops back, wants to throw the ball, and just didn't have time then. Nowhere to go. Had to keep it, and he's thrown for a loss back to about the 35-yard line. The Mules call timeout with 24 seconds remaining. It'll be 4th and about 9, and we'll be right back. The 4th down and 9 for the Mules, and they have the ball on the Roosevelt 35 with 24 seconds remaining. So I would think this will be a pass play if they can have time to get the ball off. When Woods had a little time, he's hit some good passes tonight, but they've really had a rush on him. Okay. Oh, this time a little reverse action, and they were waiting for that one. He gave the ball in to number 80, Broyles, and kind of an end-around type play. And who was on the tackle, Ronnie? Number, well, I don't see it. Number 10, I believe, Reed Lindsay. So that stopped the clock, and we'll change possessions. Roosevelt will have the ball with 19 seconds remaining. Oh, this may be the final play of the game. Have a new quarterback in there now. And looks like a lot of new players. Number 40 is the quarterback, gives it right up the middle. And good running room then by number 45. He's played a lot. Number 43 on the tackle is Newton. And the new quarterback for Roosevelt is number 40, Kaylor Doon. And now the clock will start, and they may not get this one off. With 7 seconds, I don't believe there'll be another play, as after they set the chains, they start the clock, and that is the last play of the game, and the final score for the 7th graders, Roosevelt 34 and the Mules 6. Well, Ronnie, the Mules put out a good effort here tonight. They just played a bigger, faster team. Looks like to me that's basically what happened, but they did put out a good effort in a losing cause.
And the Roosevelt now 6-0, so they've beaten a lot of teams, every one they've played so far this year. And that game is over. The 7th grade Mules do lose 34-6. We'll give you the lineups for the 8th grade team here in just a moment. And another undefeated team we have to play here, as Roosevelt is 5-0-1 in the 8th grade. And we'll be back in just a moment with the 8th grade lineups.